That's what made me think, like, was this some kind of a setup just to piss off Carrie and get him?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
People do that kind of stuff.
No, with that mean, no. If there's not, like, I know what kind of fire I would be playing with if I did that.
As Heidi mentioned, she was out of the house when the murder itself took place. Amanda, however, trapped and unable to leave, witnessed the horror and recounted the event in all its brutality.
I kept telling him to be quiet. I panicked more. Terry came in and he told him to shut up, and he ran over and he kicked him straight in the balls. Started to kill with steel-toe boots, which made him cry out.
Yeah, understandable.
And wouldn't stop making noise. And Terry started wrapping the belt around his neck, and I guess Tim's fight or flight kicked in, and he actually he didn't fight back that much the first time. He tried to,
Right.
then he realized, and then I think he thought if he cooperated, he would get out of it.
But so after Carrie kicked him in the crotch and then put a belt on his neck, that's when Tim started trying to fight against him?
Like, he started to strangle him, and he fought back, and he started to scream at the top of his lungs. And Terry was like, "You're gonna be quiet," and he kept
And then eventually Tim stopped fighting back? Yeah.
Terry stood there, and he kept holding it, and he kept holding it, and he kept holding it. And looked at me, and he was like, "Did you think you guys were gonna get out of this?"
After rescuing Amanda, officers made a horrific discovery.
Yep. Supposedly a body under all this. Where? Right here. Okay, well let's clear the basement.
Tragically, police confirmed that the body they found in the house was none other than Amanda's boyfriend, 50-year-old Timothy Ivy. He was declared dead on scene. The fact that Cynthia found Tim's body in the dining room, not the bedroom where Amanda said he died, told police something else significant.
I didn't move him. He moved him. He had in the blanket, and he moved him.
Who moved him?
And
Both of them did. Okay.
well, Terry mostly.
Right.
Trying to get dressed.
Would I have done it? Yeah, if I had to drag it, but and he told me about cutting him up, like, and I acted like I was, because he said something about you have to go dark as night. Okay, I'm sorry, I can detach. I guess become like soulless, like he is, I don't know, you feed on him.
When searching the house, police discovered Tim's body right where Cynthia said it would be.
I'm just gonna pull the covers back on, buddy. Yep, we got a body. Oh, hey, duct tape? Yep. Okay. We got a body. Male? Male. Looks like it. Can you get a ball picture to make sure? You got rigor mortis? No, not for rigor mortis. Okay. Yeah.
Cynthia and Amanda's stories aligned with each other and the evidence, making Heidi the outlier. The truth of what Heidi had done was horrific. With this in mind, the detective finally became more confrontational with her.
I saw a video, one of our officers' body cameras, when they first got you out of the house, and you said something about holding somebody down.
No, I said something about holding somebody down. I said about holding who down? I don't know, I said something about a gun, that I got his gun.
I don't think you told any of our officers about the gun. They found it.
No, I did tell them, okay?
Nobody knew you had a gun until that female officer found it.
Come here. Come here.
It appears Heidi is being honest when she says that she told the officers at the scene about the gun. However, they didn't seem to realize she had the gun until another officer later pats her down.
Hey girl, I'm gonna need you to stand up here in a sec, okay? Hang tight right there for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get this part out of the way. You got anything on you? It's gonna stick poke me or any way, shape, or form. Anything? Hey, let me finish. Anything I need to know about before I find it?
I don't know,
No pocket knives, no needles, no...
And I know it's...
What do you mean you grabbed everything you could?
initially handcuffed at the scene, another officer uncuffed her in an attempt to calm her down.
I put her in handcuffs in the first place. Well, I know, and I took them off, but she couldn't make any sense every 3 seconds.
Meaning she could have drawn the firearm at any time since then.
Have any other weapons on you that we need to know about? You weren't forthcoming with the first one, so you understand why I asked, right? Okay, I'm not interested in what you got going on down there. Okay, I'm going to search you, and I'm going to search you thoroughly. Female officer standing right here, so trust me, I'm not going to do anything inappropriate.
The police had a question for Heidi that was even more crucial than the firearm.
My biggest question is, what did you mean when you said something about holding somebody down? Because I did see that part of the video and saw you say something along the line. I don't remember the exact quote.
I didn't hold anything
You
down,
said
but-
something about holding someone down.
Though Heidi now denied it, she had made a statement along those lines.
And then he tried to mock it. I'm holding her because he's trying to make her shoot down.
It wasn't clear if Heidi was referring to Amanda or Cynthia at this time, but the fact that she might have been restraining either woman was worrying. And even more troubling was the fact that this was just the beginning of the lies the detective was about to unravel.
That's one thing I still don't understand is why she would tell me that he did have the gun and that you were making threats that both of them were going to die. If you were playing along with him like you said, sure, but I mean, why would she tell me that he had a gun?
He had the gun, he put the gun down. I did not have the gun. I did have the gun, you know that. But that I don't know.
Significantly, Amanda was not the only person who said Heidi had a gun earlier in the day.
Did you ever see a gun?
I did see the gun at the workhouse, but I didn't see it after that. I said I just didn't handle the
Okay, what? You saw a gun at the work site?
yeah, she had her at the workhouse.
Cynthia claims she arrived at Heidi's house around noon. If she was telling the truth, that meant Heidi had the gun for about 11 hours, rather than the mere moments she made it sound like.
She's saying that you helped him.
But yeah, what else did she say that was, I'm sitting here. And I'm going to be honest about being offensive towards you, okay? I'm in a very tough situation, okay? And I feel like you're coming at me like and then all I've done was try to keep myself alive and keep 2 women alive, okay? I can be a very violent person, okay? If somebody does something wrong. I can't. These people didn't do anything wrong.
Here, Heidi includes herself as one of the victims. This is common among perpetrators who will often find a way to victimize themselves.
We'll take a break for a little bit. Let you chill out.
Once he stepped away from Heidi, the detective likely knew which version of the story he believed. Before dealing with that, though, he needed to give Cynthia some bad news.
I appreciate you talking with me a couple times today. Unfortunately, yeah. Okay. It's a no bond felony warrant. I talked to the prosecutor, I talked to my supervisors, and they all said we don't have a choice. So we're just transported to jail here for long, and you'll have to see a judge about the warrant. I'm really sorry. Yeah. Well, it's not his decision to make.
The officer once again dove back into the interrogation, and Heidi's story changed one last time.
When you guys went to that work site or whatever today, did you have a gun with you then?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I thought about that after you left. Yes, I did. Okay.
Why?
He had given it to me because I didn't think that I was going to help him fix, what had happened.
Where were you when you heard the gunshots?
Where was I?
Yeah.
Are you talking about when after the cops did?
Right. When you heard our gunshots.
I was on the curb.
Okay. Did you see what happened?
No. So, can you tell me? Or should I not be able to handle it?
Amanda had a bit more insight into what happened directly before the shots were fired.
He kept saying she was crazy and psycho, and she kept saying that, she didn't want to do this anymore, she didn't want to be with him. Whenever I heard him wanting to get Heidi, he come running back in the room. And he was like, what did you do? I was like, how could I do anything? I didn't do anything.
Right.
He was like walking back and forth.
Yeah.
He came back and he sat down in front of me at one point and leaned back. Like he was just going to sit there and wait or something. And then he's the one that you shot, right?
There's a chilling reason the investigators have been speaking to everyone but Carrie tonight.
Whoa, hey, stop. Don't shoot back there.
It had been Carrie who stepped out of the house holding something that appeared to be a weapon.
It's Carrie Hammond. You can call my name.
Do not reach, sir! Do not reach! Do not reach!
Until police confirmed if Carrie was dead, badly wounded, or waiting for an opportune moment to strike, he still had to be considered a threat. This is where the armored vehicle came in. Police used what they called the Bearcat as cover to approach Carrie and confirm he was dead, then moved his body away from any potential weapons.
Lost my grip on him. Almost that. But good job. I swear, moving this dude, this blood was like squirting out of his neck. I was like, oh, yeah. He was definitely dead.
Back in the interrogation room, the detective broke the news to Heidi.
We ended up having to shoot Carrie because he had something that looked like a gun.
You killed him?
Yeah, the officers did.
Okay.
So
That's,
he came out, had what looked like a gun in his hand, and wouldn't put it down. So
I honestly, I was thinking about killing him myself, like, and that was that thing for me to have to,
Notice that the detective didn't say Carrie had a gun, but rather something that looked like a gun.
Dude, I think that's a bent piece of pipe.
Yeah.
The item in Carrie's hands was later identified as a selfie stick, bent into the shape of a firearm. Law enforcement theorized he could have carried the stick to provoke the use of deadly force, but since Carrie was deceased, there was no way to say this for sure.
I did try to shoot at Carrie before. Okay, and it is bizarre as it sounds. I actually prepared myself that I was going to kill this man.
last night you tried to shoot him?
No, this is before then, okay?
Okay.
As shocking as this claim was, the detective had other priorities at the moment.
I believe that you helped tie them up or bind them up. I believe that you had that gun in there and made the threats that they were both going to die. I believe her when she tells me that you told them that you knew people that could get rid of their bodies. I believe her when she tells me that you had a much bigger part in all of this than what you've told me. You did nothing to help them.
In the beginning, I mean, because he even said, because I did nothing to help him. Okay, so, as I saw an opportunity to keep myself alive, okay?
You left. You were gone from there.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
You think that I'm just the same as him?
You're not the same type of person.
Well, no, then wait, you're not going to help somebody because I'm trying to keep myself alive?
For the crimes that took place in your house,
my God.
you are just as much responsible as he is.
That's what you think?
Absolutely, that's what I think.
And you're not my judge, you're not my jury or nothing, okay?
But I'm the one responsible for investigating this, and that's what I've done all night long.
Okay?
From every angle I've looked at this and talked to everyone that was involved, other than Carrie and Tim, because they're both dead. Can't talk to them.
Maybe I didn't make the best decisions, but I never want no part of that. Never. Okay?
Despite her protests, Heidi was taken to jail to await trial. It was determined that Cynthia and Jason were not responsible for any part of the crime. On March 16, 2023, Heidi was convicted of criminal confinement, assault, and murder. She was sentenced to 16 years in prison for criminal confinement, 40 years for assault, and 65 years for murder, to be served concurrently. Her earliest possible release is set for 2070, so it's possible she will remain behind bars for the rest of her life. No punishment will ever undo the trauma and tragedy But hopefully, Amanda and her family, along with Tim's family, can rest easier knowing that justice was served.
First it smelled like gas, and it smelled like feces, and then it smelled like death.
Now remember, when we open this is something that we're never going to be able to unsee. Is it a bloodbath in there?
On May 22, 2019, police in Sturgis, Michigan listened to an anonymous 911 caller read them an address. Inside this home, the caller explained, they would find the missing 42-year-old Kelly Jean Warner Miller. Little did authorities know that single phone call would launch the most shocking investigation of their careers, one that required uncovering secret after haunting secret, all buried within an exceptionally twisted and sadistic mind. The following footage has never been seen before. When Kelly Jean, known as KJ, went missing in April 2019, no red flags went up. There were no frantic phone calls to 911 and no weary search parties. But it wasn't because KJ wasn't loved. The trouble was that her lifestyle was transient. She was estranged from her family and had untreated mental health struggles. This meant that sometimes long periods of absence were the norm for KJ. So when police received a 911 call sending them to an address to look for her, and officers found themselves standing on the doorstep of an ordinary-looking apartment, it was hard to believe the call was even real. After all, this wasn't the kind of thing one saw in the small town of Sturgis, Michigan. But there was only one way to find out.
She said inside on the left. Cool. Hi, Wade.
Hey, Wade. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
I remember you from the Speedway.
We have two now.
Answering the door is 35-year-old Wade Allen.
We're looking for Kimberly.
Kelly?
Or Kelly.
You know Kelly?
Kimberly or Kelly?
From the shelter, maybe?
AJ?
KJ?
Yeah.
At first, Wade seems confused, and for good reason. It's close to midnight, and he's been startled awake by several armed officers knocking on his door. Wade recently came to live in this apartment after a period of homelessness, and KJ was an acquaintance from a shelter he frequented in Kalamazoo.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard from that person in some months.
Do you know her?
I haven't heard from her in a while. The last time I've seen her is couple months, and last I heard she's in Kalamazoo. I think the best way for me to help you get a hold of her is through the shelter.
The eerie atmosphere is palpable. With a call like this, officers can't simply take Wade's words as fact. They need to confirm what, if anything, is behind his front door.
Well, we just need to talk to her.
Oh, well,
Do you mind if we come and look, see if she, make sure she's not here?
I can tell you she's not. I mean, you know,
According to Wade, he and KJ had lost touch recently after she suddenly stopped responding to his Facebook messages.
as far as here, I don't like just my place is a mess, and I don't like just people coming and going all the time.
We don't care. We see all sorts of apartments and homes and...
Well,
all we gotta do is verify she's not here, and then we can get out of here and be done with it.
I don't know. I feel iffy. If you guys want to come by another time, just not right now. Let me at least have a day where I can clean up and do things.
Okay. Well, here's the deal, Wade.
If we gotta get a search warrant, we will. All right.
Okay.
We don't want to go that route.
I know.
That's a lot of work for all of us. So, if we gotta do that, we're gonna have to detain you and put you in the car for a while. All right, until we get that search warrant. It'll take a couple hours. If she's in there, can you just have her come out and say, I'm fine?
Well, she's not, though. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I can open up and I'll say, hey, KJ, Kelly, and there's no Kelly or KJ.
My advice to stand here looking.
You can. I mean, here.
Okay.
Eventually, Wade agrees to let one officer, one he's met in the past, search his apartment.
Do you mind if it's just one of you then?
One of us is fine.
Do you want to come in?
I'll go and wait. Thank you.
I know you know me and Mark, like...
Yeah, I just...
It's not much, but I don't have... I mean, I got my thin sunglasses here, but... Not much painting. And then I got all this flag in my bedroom. See? Not here. I had her suitcase when she was here. Just me, and if I do have a guest, I have a bed.
As Wade guides the officers through his home, nothing in particular is jumping out. But just as it seems the search is coming to a close, one thing catches the officer's eye.
I don't have anyone here.
Okay. Alright, man. What's in the cooler?
Oh, that's for when the summer comes around and have parties and stuff. So.
Alright, no problem. Can you open that for me and then we'll get out of here?
Well, not right now I can't. Like, I mean, I want to save that for later.
Okay.
For when the summer gets here, so. But I showed you. She hasn't been here in forever.
Okay. Well, why don't you just open that cooler and we'll get out of here. I just want to make sure anywhere that she could be hiding.
She's not going to be hiding.
Well, okay. I just need to know that, okay?
No, I mean, I can help you out there, but I've shown you everything.
Okay.
Wade seems eager to end the search and get back to bed, but his strangely evasive behavior is only working against him.
All right.
You want to open that cooler for me?
Well...
Can you open the fridge for me? Make sure she's not hiding in there?
There's no point in the fridge either. Like, I mean, it's just food and stuff.
I understand.
No.
All right, why don't you throw your shoes on real quick?
Well, I helped you out. I showed you.
You did partially, but do you have shoes you can throw on real quick?
A little bit. But here, I'll help you.
Okay, I'll help you out. Go on out.
Well, I gotta
you're detained right now, okay? Go on out. You're detained. Walk out there.
As the walls seem to close in on Wade, he's forced to make a decision. He can stick to his guns or prove to the police that they really have nothing to worry about.
You said let me put my shoes on.
You're not going to get them on now. I'm giving you the opportunity to walk out there. Do it now. You got anything illegal on you?
No, I don't.
Okay, put your hands behind your back. Got a knife or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Why don't you turn around against the wall real slowly.
Being the 10, I'm just
want the opportunity to look the rest of the way through the apartment, okay?
Well, I showed you everything. Here, let me...
Do you want to show me?
I will. I showed you everything.
Why don't you walk back in there and show me then?
But I did. You see?
Can I look in that fridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nothing.
Okay. I see she's not in there.
But she wouldn't be in the fridge.
I understand that, but we gotta look. We found people in some crazy places.
With no sign of KJ, Wade makes no attempt to hide his frustration with police.
She wouldn't have to hide.
Well, I don't know her. I don't know anything about her. I don't know if she's hiding from the law or hiding from her family or what she's doing.
Well, I don't think she would.
I just want to verify. Okay. Can I look in that cooler over there?
That's kind of, like I said, later on and summer stuff, but I'm trying to keep my stuff kind of private, you know?
Well, that's fine. All I want to do is open it, say, KJ, you in there, and close it right back up, and I'll get out of here. You'll be out of handcuffs, and we'll be gone.
Well, let's have a warrant for the rest of this, and I'll just get detained. I don't understand why all this.
Seemingly confused at the invasion of his personal space, Wade agrees to wait it out while officers request a search warrant.
Why don't you just have a seat right there?
Well, do you mind if I wait out here?
No, I gotta type up a search warrant. But at this point, I'm suspicious that she is in there.
Why?
So, because you won't let me look in that cooler or any other big boxes in there. I didn't see anything else I need to look through, but that big cooler, you know, I have no idea what size she is. If she's a little person, you can probably put 2 of her in that cooler. That cooler was that big. So basically, I was gonna make sure she's not hidden in there. It took you a little while to answer your door, so I don't know if she was.
The reason why I took a while is because I had to get dressed.
Okay. And I understand that if you were in bed, yeah. But in the meantime, you could have been telling somebody to go hide in the cooler. I don't know. She's not in trouble. We just have a job to do.
As officers repeatedly ask Wade to wait in the cruiser, he does everything he can think of to avoid the back seat.
I actually like to stay out here if that's okay.
Well, we can't.
Sit right here if that's okay.
You can sit long ways across the seat, but you gotta get all the way in. You want to put your back towards the other door, you can, or whatever's more comfortable for you.
Once Wade finally gets settled, officers catch up a few feet away, and they're quick to voice concerns.
Well, he was trying to steer me away from this big old cooler that's in the corner of this living room. It's a big, huge green cooler. That monster that bomb out there.
Meanwhile, a somewhat cooperative Wade is still squirming in the back of the squad car.
I feel claustrophobic.
Okay.
I really am.
Well, all right, we'll head back there, okay? We'll put you...
I'm really feeling claustrophobic right now.
Okay. Well, we could end this all. You could take me in there and let me look around more, or we can... I've got to take you back and put you in a cell while I'm doing the search warrant. So.
All right, well, let me go back then.
As Wade silently leads the officer back to his apartment, a strange energy hangs heavy in the air.
All I'm concerned about is any closets or any coolers.
Like I said, just in here, much.
Okay. Can I pop it open? Just take a peek.
Well, yeah, if you want.
Okay. I'll just step back for a second. Okay. What's in there?
Just stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's head out here. Head out here.
Everything's good now.
Yep. Everything's good.
I showed you everything.
Yep. You're under arrest, okay?
Under arrest?
Yes, you are. Gotta get the crime task force out here.
Can I have a soda, please?
Just keep walking.
Once outside and back in the patrol car, Wade seems eager to fill the silence.
This situation happened, and
yeah. Yep.
this is probably the best way for me to put it.
The officers already seem to have an idea that something horrible happened in that apartment, but they couldn't yet know just how twisted things will get by the end of this disturbing case.
I am currently sitting on a car with a guy in the back seat who has done something bad.
As some of the officers begin searching the apartment, others transport Wade to the station and